So Atrium 82 was birthed out of the 2020 pandemic. When I had to shut down my fitness studio, I fell into a deep depression and I did not know what to do. It took me some time to think about the different ideas of how to repurpose the space. And then I just went right back to a vision that I had when I first got the space that I have the studio in. I always envisioned having someone, I used to try to bribe my members to get married when I hear that they were engaged. Can you get married in the space? Can you please do this? Can you please do that? And they're looking at me like, this is not, look at the floors. It has padding, it has kettlebells all around it. This is not a place to get married. I'm like, you have to think outside the box. So Atrium 82 was birthed out of the pandemic when I decided, you know what, I can't open my fitness studio. What else can I do? And I decided to open an intimate gathering space where people in the community can come and use this space. It's such a beautiful space that people always walked by, but never knew that they would ever be able to be invited inside of the space. So that's how I started Atrium 82. My sister-in-law also is a part of Atrium 82. She handles the decor. Her company is called Couture Planning, and anything that has to do with decor, she handles that too. So we made it into a family affair to make sure that, we can't do this alone. Once again, community coming together. She has 4 kids. I have 2 kids, and let's just figure out how to do this because the pandemic hit us. I love meeting all the people. Some of the people that I've met have now become like great friends. Who would ever think that someone's coming in at during an open house would now become like my great friend who introduces me to every single person and gives me all the and helps me get all these opportunities. So meeting the people is something that I love most about the business. Another thing that I love most about the business is watching people transform the space. That space has been transformed into so many different things. I'm even in awe of all the possibilities that have been created. It has been turned into a hospital for a movie set. It has been turned into a talk show set, birthday parties. The ideas have been so vast. I'm like, wow. I learned that nothing is ever permanent, things change, and when change happens, it may seem scary in the moment, but it could be a beautiful thing. Because when I thought that I had lost my fitness studio, that it was a wrap, like there was nothing going to allow me to reopen. That wasn't the case. It birthed something new out of that experience, out of that change. This is something that I've always wanted to do, and I just never knew how to implement it. And although the pandemic was scary, it gave me that push to materialize or actualize my vision. And now, out of the pandemic, not only did I not lose one business, but I was able to cultivate, and now I have 2 businesses working out of the same space, which is insanely crazy. When I host open houses, the people that come through the doors, they always have information to share with me. So I'm feeling actively engaged and supported by all of the information that they're sharing. They're sharing things with me that I didn't even know. And they're constantly putting my company out there because they know that it's so amazing, and the person who's standing behind it is somebody who truly means what they say and wants to give back. I think that's how I would answer that question. I believe Atrium 82 positively contributes to Brooklyn and New York City because we work with the community. And I say that in this way. There's an intake form, like a getting to know you form, and we always ask, what's your budget? There's always going to be a minimum, but we always work with the community. So the premise behind Atrium is to make sure that anyone who wants to utilize the space, we can do so in an affordable manner. So the idea is to have the people who are getting married in the space, the people who are the organizations or the companies who are booking the space pay full price. So that way the people that's in the neighborhood who wants to use the space and can't really afford to pay the full rate can do so. So we always try to work with that person's budget to make sure that they get the the opportunity to use the space. I also give back to the fitness community by allowing them to use the space at a discounted rate with all the equipment inside of the space. So if someone who's a personal trainer wants to come in and train their clients, they're not going to pay the $200, $300, $400 an hour rate. They'll pay $75, $85 rate to utilize the space. And that in itself is going to allow them to be able to build their businesses and bring more clients into the space and more clientele from the self. Imagine hosting a group class, a group yoga class, and you're charging $25 a person, but you've only paid $85 for the hour. I mean, it's a win for everyone on both sides. My piece of advice is always very simple. You have to believe in yourself because no one else will believe in you. The moment you start to push self-doubt into your mindset, it becomes a spiraling staircase of just constant belief. So if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. And I say this all the time, fear is a liar running out of breath, because fear will stop you in your tracks, but it's just there to push that doubt, that self-doubt within you. And it's just a liar. So you can do anything that you want to do. You just need to believe it. And once you believe it, all else is history. I'm living proof of it.